Hi everyone, it's Ms. Grace from the Hickory Corner branch. Today I'm going to show you all how to make a sock snowman. They're relatively easy to make and they are wonderful winter decorations. Let's get started. Now I'll walk you through the different supplies that you'll need for today's activity. You'll need a white sock for the body of the snowman. This is a men's crew cut sock. A fuzzy sock for the hat and scarf of your snowman. Some rice that will make up the filling of your snowman. This is jasmine rice, but you can use any rice that you have at home or some inexpensive rice that you can purchase at the store. You'll need string or a few rubber bands. There are some substitutions that I'll talk about later. Black acrylic paint with a Q-tip, or you can use a Sharpie or any black marker. An orange pipe cleaner. This will be the nose of your snowman, or if you have orange felt at home, or even puffy paint would be a great substitution for that. Buttons. And I have some black and gray and white ones, but colored buttons would work too. And a hot glue gun. This is optional. There are other ways to work around if you don't have one of these at home. A mug, and a pair of scissors that can cut through a sock. So step one is to prepare the snowman's body. You're going to take your white sock and find where the long end meets the foot of the sock, which is right about here. And you're going to cut that off. So I'll actually go in and I'll mark it with a Sharpie so you can see exactly where you're going to want to cut. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. Put the foot part aside, and this is what we're gonna use for our body of our snowman. Take your sock that you just cut and turn it inside out. Okay, now if you have a rubber band, you want to tie the part that you just cut off around a few times, tie it tight, then flip it back right side out. So now, you may not see it yet, but this is going to be the body of your snowman. Make sure that you put the rubber band, or you also could have used string, real tight so that the rice does not come out the bottom of the sock. And that will be the bottom of the snowman, and this will be the top. The next step is to take your cup. You don't have to use a cup, but it is a bit easier if you do. And put it around like this on your mug, and take your rice and pour your rice into the mug. And keep pushing the rice down and adding more rice. So I filled up pretty much my mug. Now I'll take it out of the mug, and I'm still gonna add some more rice. Now you wanna kind of still push it down. This is gonna make the round bottom snowball of your snowman. And then add more rice to the top. Once you've filled up your snowman and have a pretty good size, the next step is to tie off the top. If you have a rubber band, you can use a rubber band. This time I'm going to use some string. Okay. And then I just cut off the tip of the string. Okay. So we have the start of our snowman. Now we're gonna want to make the body into two parts. So you'll take another piece of string or a rubber band and find out where you want the middle of your snowman to be. Okay. There we go. And again, I'm gonna cut off the ends of my string. Okay, so now I have my snowman body done. Now that I have the body how I want it, I'm gonna put my snowman aside for later and start working on the scarf and the hat. So if we look at this sock, the foot part is going to become the hat, and we're going to use this long part here to make the scarf. So first, come with your scissors to the foot and go down to about where the heel of the sock is, and you're going to cut across there. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be super straight, it'll still work out. There's the little hat. Now we're gonna take the rest of the sock to make the scarf. So this is the top of the sock, and we're gonna cut here, and this will become the neck part of the scarf for your snowman. Okay, so take your scissors. I like a pretty thick scarf, and you also want to make sure that it's going to be big enough to cover the string or rubber band that you have there. So just cut straight across, and then you can bring your little snowman over and carefully put the scarf around the neck. Now is where you can play with it a little bit and kind of tuck in parts of the scarf to get it to look the way you want. Also, you'll notice that fuzzy socks fray a little bit, so just be gentle with it, and you can pick off any pieces that fray while you're working with the scarf and the hat. Next, you can take your hat and you're gonna fold it out like this to make the hat. So one more time, you start with it like this, and then you fold it up, and then you have the hat, and then you can put the hat on the head of your snowman. Okay. And just like with the scarf, you can adjust it a little bit to get it to the placement that you'd like. Okay, I like it. So the next part is to finish making the scarf. So this is where we had snipped for the neck part of the scarf. We're gonna go a little bit lower and do another cut across to make the rest of the scarf. Okay. You have another piece that looks like that, and then it's like this, and then you go and you're gonna wanna cut it so that it folds open. Okay, and then now it's one long piece. And for that long piece, you'll take it, pull out your snowman's scarf, and tuck the rest of the scarf in. So the last step is to decorate your snowman's face and other features. To decorate my snowman today, I have the black acrylic paint, 2 black buttons, and an orange pipe cleaner. I'm going to use the acrylic paint for 2 eyes, and the Q-tip will be what I use to make the circles. Now, if you don't have acrylic paint at home, you could use puffy paint, you could use a black Sharpie. I'm gonna start with making 2 eyes. Okay. Next, I'm going to cut some of this pipe cleaner to make the nose. This might be a good size. And you actually can just put it right in there through the sock. And you can make it shorter, you can make it longer. Now, I'm going to, I think I'm gonna draw the mouth with a Sharpie to show those at home what that will look like. So I'm just gonna make a few dots to make a little smile. I did 5 dots. And the last step is to attach the buttons. You can draw buttons on, you can paint buttons on, you can make as many as you like. I'm gonna use 2 buttons today and I'm gonna hot glue them on, but you could also use regular glue at home, like wet Elmer's glue. So I have my hot glue gun that was heating up and I'm just gonna attach the buttons and I'll show you the final snowman. Okay everyone, that's how you make a sock snowman. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in to the Mercer County Library Systems YouTube channel. And then also for the rest of the sock that you have, you can fill this with rice and then put a rubber band or string at the top and make another sock snowman.